These are the Brooks Catamount 3. They're a road to trail running shoe built for speed by Brooks. They're a lightweight shoe. We're going to delve into the different aspects of cushioning, performance and fit in this review so that you have a better idea if this is the right type of shoe for you. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what's in the midsole. So you've got Brooks DNA flash foam cushioning, which is one of the most responsive cushioning, which means that when you apply pressure to it, it tends to spring you forward. It doesn't allow you to sink into the shoe, so really responsive. They've also got the Skyvolt plate in the forefoot, so that works from the midfoot to the forefoot like a rock plate, so it protects you underneath your foot. It also adds extra elements of stability and it helps with responsiveness from propulsing you forward. So an excellent addition alongside the responsive cushioning in the midsole. Then as we move underneath the shoe, you've got Brooks's Trail Track outsole. So it hasn't got the 25% recycled material that you find in the Cascadia, but it does have 3.5mm lugs that are nice and evenly spread out. Because the lugs are a little bit shorter than what you might find in other models within the Brooks range, it means that it's not as good on technical terrains, on wet or muddy terrains, and that's probably why it's such a good road to trail shoe. So when you run on the road, you don't feel the lugs as much, so it still gives you that extra bit of traction. The cushioning gives you that bit of responsiveness, and then as you move off the road onto the trail, it still gives you that extra bit of stability, but we will be cautious on very technical terrain. It's a shoe in terms of performance that's really built for anything from 20 to 50k range in trail running. It can also tolerate moderate distances on the road if you're moving on and off road, but it's definitely more of a trail shoe than a road running shoe. Then as we move into the upper, to keep in line with it being one of the lightest shoes in the Brooks range, it's got a single engineered mesh on the top cover. It's got some protective overlay around the toe box, but it is nice and light, so you got no protection if you do bang your foot or your big toe off a rock. So it's more designed for lightness and speed than it is for protection and comfort. It's got a slight tapering towards the toe box, so any of you that struggle with having a wide foot, you might need to look at the wider version of this rather than the normal width. As you move up into the tongue, it's mildly padded and it's gusseted so it doesn't move from side to side, and it's got a nice elasticated holder so you can tuck your laces in after you tie them. It's got mild amount of cushioning around the heel counter. It's relatively rigid, so I'd say moderate to rigid around the heel counter, so it gives you that extra added bit of stability, and it's got some nice sidewalls coming along the inside and the outside of the shoe that helps cradle your foot, keep it centered on top of the midsole. So overall, we classify this shoe as an excellent fast shoe for mild to moderately technical terrains. It's got really good responsiveness, got that protection for your foot, and a bit of an excellent all-rounder for shorter distances. If you got any questions on the Catamount 3, please leave them in the comment section below. If you found the video helpful, please subscribe to the channel as we give out regular reviews on trail shoes.